ahead and bring out our next single guy.
Y'all got to walk a little faster out.
Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Jock.
Jaw?
Jock.
Jock.
Like French.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am 35 now.
35. And what do you do?
I am a cybersecurity.
Real quick, and I'm respecting again. I gotta say, look, everybody's coming out like they're ready to go on a date. It makes me think, man, everyone's coming out like they're ready to go on a date. But maybe drop it in the comments. Is my respectability politics? You know what I'm saying? Am I being too respectable? Like, oh, you gotta dress like this, you gotta dress like that, or am I tripping? I could be tripping. I probably am tripping. Maybe you just show up as you are and let the chips lay how they lay. But for me, I feel like watching this, like everybody really took some time in their presentation and the way they're coming out and they're stepping out.
Security engineer.
Cybersecurity engineer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like hiking. I go to a lot of tropical places. Typically, just came back from Colombia earlier this year. I like snorkeling, so that's one of my favorite things to do.
Okay.
As well, in my free time, I have a lot of friends I like to hang out with. I live in Vegas as well, so I hang out with them a lot of time. It's a lot of stuff to do in Vegas as well. Right. So
wait a minute, why? When she popped her balloon, she just continued to have her head down. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but pick up your crown, queen. Pick it up. What's going on? That was weird.
So, that place keeps me preoccupied regardless.
Okay, nice. And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I would like to start my own family, so hopefully she doesn't have any kids. No offense or anything. Okay. Hopefully she's nice and kind.
Going back to what I was saying, though, people are trying to start their own families too. Like that whole blended family thing. Like, come on, I got a blended family, so we ain't gonna start. I'm talking about lived experience. But there is a population of people, you know what I'm saying, over 30, you know what I'm saying, that definitely want to have their own families. And they don't want, any other children or any other competition. And now with all my children, all my lives, and with everything I got going, I understand. That's a wise decision for me. I'm just saying, it's smart. Yeah, just don't hold out too long.
And she likes catering, right? To a guy that she connects with. Mm-hmm. There is a spark of connection. And most important thing for me, I'm a hard worker, and I want a woman that is also a hard worker too.
Okay.
Why was that a part?
Now, what are some deal breakers for you?
Like I said earlier, if she has any kids, mm-hmm. That's the main deal breaker.
Well, here's the hit though too. Maybe it's like the way he said I want one too because you're like that. Like maybe people don't buy into the philosophy of having to work hard in order to live a life of opulence. You know what I'm saying? Or just to live life. Like I don't need to work hard to live. Like that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here, you know what I'm saying, to continue to uplift the grind culture, to uplift, you know what I'm saying, the capitalistic society that we live in. My ancestors want us to be in a restful place where we still live in life, but we're doing it in a place of rest and peace and love. And, I'm still on the beach, but I got a business that's making good money because I can be ambitious and smart and intelligent and know how to delegate. And I don't got to work real hard and grind my life out and then get heart disease and just be, 50 years old and just, or 40, or, you know what I'm saying? No, man, some people ain't doing that. So I had to think about that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we did get some pops. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's start here with your name and age.
Hi, I'm Serena. I'm 29.
Hello, Serena.
And Serena, why did you end up popping your balloon?
You said you wanted a hardworking woman, and I am not a hard worker. I don't want a job, so that's pretty much that.
That's cool.
I'm born to be feminine, not hard. Yeah.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I think I was somewhere around the right place. I was in the right place for what I said, but I feel like, and she's in the right place for what she said. But I want to listen to that. I'm like, And there's nothing wrong with that because some women actually do. They want what they want. Actually, I want to be a wife. That's it. You work hard. I'll, make sure X, Y, Z in the third, right? That's kind of more traditionally how people have been raised, right? Did we see that actually work? I mean, I know my grandparents might have, but I don't know if we have actually got to see that really work really well. But now, what I will say is that the way she said it too, well, I guess she knew what she wanted. But if I was him, I kind of be like, cool, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even because you need to do what I'm doing, but you even just saying because you're feminine, as if like, because I'm just no.
Okay. Now, prior to him saying that, was he someone that is your type?
He is someone that's my type. I'm actually not trying to go for my type, but you are someone that I would give a chance to. Yeah.
And now, Jock, is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely.
Okay. And all right, so we did get another pop. Oh, two more. Let's go down over here. Your name and age.
I'm Tanisha. I'm 29.
Okay. And Tanisha, why did you end up popping your balloon?
So I actually live in Scottsdale, and that is a deal breaker for me. So,
Okay. Him being in Vegas was a deal breaker. Okay.
yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it, got it. But is he someone that is your type?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice fit and everything.
Okay, that's my nerd homie. So now I understand why she was looking down. Most likely, possibly. I still don't really know. I'm not that much of a mind reader, but it's just simple location. Okay, whatever. But when she had her head down like that, maybe she was just still thinking about animes. Maybe she was thinking, what episode is she gonna watch? There's like 10,000 for each season. It's like, it's just okay.
Thing.
Thank you.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
I'd holla.
Okay.
I
So that's a
holla
yes,
and
no,
I
or
call.
It's a
I-
yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
Hi, my name is Kendra. I'm 29.
Okay. And Kendra, why did you pop your balloon?
For me, it was just the fact that he mentioned he wants a woman to cater, but he also wants like a hard worker. And for me, it's like if you want, you kind of have to choose a lane where it's like if you want a woman that's going to be a hardworking professional, I love that and I admire that. But if you want a woman that's going to be at home catering to you, she's not going to be out like only so much time in the day. But you look so good, dressed nice, handsome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And now,
We are learning something here. I already know this, but like this is not our grandparents' generation, my boy. This is not it. Like these women nowadays, no man. Wait, hold on. So, because you got to think about it. Being a woman, so you want me to work hard? Which some women want to be involved in the workplace. They're leaders, or executive directors, or running nonprofits. They're doing a lot. They're doing galas. They're doing all these things, right? And then when you say you want someone to cater to you, you know what I'm saying? Which means most likely, but we're thinking is you want someone then to come home, make sure dinner is ready before 5, because I don't want to eat too late, right? You don't want to get too heavy, like sexy chocolate tender over here, right? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Then when the kids come, that means I gotta work, I gotta do the kids. Man, who's catering to me? That sounds like it's another job, because it is. See, people they understand. Like, no, Granny. I know you love Papa, but baby, I ain't doing that. And I ain't saying nothing's wrong with Papa and Grandma's generation. I'm just saying that we live in another time. We live in another time. It don't matter how good you look, how good you smell, how much money you bringing in. Some people is just really thinking about the quality of life that they want to have, and that might just not be it. Coming home to be your executive assistant
she's someone that's your type.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So we do have 4 balloons left unpopped. Go ahead and ask these remaining ladies a question just to help you narrow it down.
All right. First question I have: how are you in moments of anger? Like how are you when you're mad, like or angry?
Okay. Let's start with your name and age, and how are you when you're mad?
Hi, is it Josh?
Jock.
Jock. I'm sorry. Hi, Jock. I'm Layla Elise. I'm 29. The question is, how am I when I'm angry? That's actually a great question. I think it's really important. When I'm angry, I like to be very intentional. Figure out, why I'm angry, what's triggering it, but also stay calm in those moments so that I can work through it. I think it's really important to stay calm, because then in moments of anger, if I'm dealing with another person, it also, if I'm calm, it disarms them so they're not angry, and now we have a peaceful kind of situation where we can kind of move through whatever conflict it was. So definitely just remaining calm.
Okay.
All right, let's go on over here.
I just heard a balloon pop, so that's why my face did that. But I think that was a really good question that he asked, because at the end of the day, right? I just can't make these generalizations like, oh, black people, we do this, like I'm the ninja delegation. You know what I'm saying? But anger is real, man. I know for me and living in my life and the things I've done and all that and the arguments I've had and all that stuff, it's like we got to be able to communicate, man. We got to be able to communicate. It ain't no, was how Tyree said, girl, you know, we be like, we don't be making love. Well, you know, be tearing it up, breaking stuff that ghetto love. How you gonna forget? Like, no, like, because you know, all that makeup, breakup, and all that, no, that's gonna get old. And like, who you saying away? Like, man, I just asked you, which corner should we turn to go to Popeyes? And now the police are behind us because somebody done called, right? We living in, right? And we know that you're giving your interview right, and this is your interview, but I like what he asked that, because don't nobody want to be angry or mad or upset all the time and acting crazy and stupid. Like, that's out. Like, that's out. It's out. And we, by the way, hello, me, I can be accountable there. So it's just also something that we got to learn how to grow through and work through and all those things. And I think a lot of us can identify, with being upset or being angry with our love, like not knowing how to keep our hands to ourselves, not knowing how to keep the words in our mouth. Sometimes it's like, I don't have to answer everything, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm not the therapist here. I'm not the counselor here. I'm just saying this is something that I understand, being in a relationship for almost 20 years, having children at a young age, not having the right mental capacity to handle certain things, and letting my anger or my emotions get the best of me, and being on the opposite end of that as well. So no, this is where we at. Come on, my people. Yeah, we got to go into a place where we know how to operate and move and groove, baby.
Let's start with your name and age, and how are you handle anger?
I'm Jordan, I'm 27, and I am definitely the type of person who I do like space when I'm angry. I would say when I was younger, like teenage years, I did struggle with handling my anger, and I feel like now as an adult who's dealt with that, I do like to have space so that we can come back and have a productive conversation.
Okay.
We'll be back.
And make sure you give her space, because she said it sound like she know how to drop them paws. She know, look, you know, we always look at domestic violence as a man or something. Sometimes, not everyone does that, and men shouldn't put their hands on women. We understand that, but listen, and I got 4 daughters. Ooh, you know, I'm telling myself I gotta say it. And I got, if you include my mama, 6. There's 6 women in my family that raised me. There's 5 aunties and my mama. Women will put their hands on you, in the pan on you, and the belt on you, and everything else on you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't give them their 10, you know what I'm saying? And I'm making this kind of, you know, because it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm playing around with it, I'm trying to make it a little bit less of an impact of what's really happening in some of our households and our homes. You know what I'm saying? But also a way to educate through the entertainment, this education. Yeah. And this, let me stop. But yeah. Give her 10.
Let's go on down over here. All right, name and age, and how do you handle anger?
My name is Naya, but I go by Naya Monet, and how I handle anger is I like to allow myself to feel all my emotions and then revisit the situation and, you know what I mean, what's going on. And then I like to talk to the person if I'm angry at them and get down to the bottom of it and then go from there.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to our lady who ended up popping her balloon. Your name and age.
Hi, my name is Candy, and I'm 29.
And Candy, why did you pop your balloon?
So originally I was definitely trying to give it some time to just maybe hear a little bit more. I love your career choice. I'm an HR professional certified in the field, so I admire a man who has a professional job. But I think initially, just after I kind of thought about it, personality-wise, I feel like you might be a little too timid. So I'm just unsure that our personalities would match.
I would disagree if you get to know me, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not really a timid person?
I am not.
Hey, for real, I got a friend of mine who is he's a pastor, man, and this man is a beautiful spirit, beautiful person, man, and him and his wife, like I'm not gonna get too much in their business. I'm saying that they lost their virginity to each other and they raised their family. I've never seen this guy upset or angry, but at the same time, he knows what he wants. He does get upset. He's a human being, but the way I've seen him handle and navigate through life, sometimes people are just they ain't like on their appearance or whatever, right? But they know how to be assertive and they know how to move through life in a way where like, no, you ain't just walking all over me. So I've seen it demonstrated. I'm not the best. I'm kind of more like, hold up, it's just in me, kind of like I'm gonna do that naturally. I'm an Aries too, but just saying that some people just if you think that they're timid because they're just not a little extra, like yeah, boy. Then yeah, man, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, and you might get the prize, even though you are the prize.
Okay. So now is Candy someone that's your type?
Yeah, I like her. I like what she's wearing too. I like red.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Candy. All right, so let me have you ask these ladies another question.
All right. All right, if I was to talk to either of your exes, sorry, I gotta bring this up. How would they advise me on dating you?
Let's start here. How would your exes advise him on dating you?
Okay. I think it would be
I'm gonna do it again. When you asking another man on how to advise, not what do you think about your partner, but like how to advise, as if like I'm bestowing this property to you, and how do you advise me to move with her? To me, it's a little. It could have just been the wording. I could be wrong, right? But I would have said something more like, hey, what are some things in your past relationship that you think you did well or you didn't? You know what I'm saying? So that you can make the decision based on like someone could say, well, I did this or I didn't do that. And then you find out things about them. Instead of having another man give you, you know what I'm saying, the advice, and not just advice, but when you say to advise you, right, as if like these women, you know what I'm saying, or you're not capable, one, of being able to peep game and make your own decisions, and then also just deal with them for what they're saying and not have an intermediary like that, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not together for a reason anyway. So you can't really trust what old boy's saying. 100.
different depending on who you're talking to because, there's always growth after every relationship. And so I can't even say that. So I guess my last relationship, maybe he'll say that, that's a really good question. I'm pushy, maybe. No, little patience, pushy. Yeah, I'll say that. Because what I used to do was, if I don't like something, then I will continue to bring it up, right? Instead of having patience and allowing that person to work through it and develop. And so that was something that I really had to learn, like, giving people grace, waiting and, things like that. So yeah, that's my answer. What would your ex say about you?
Easy. The main thing she would say, mainly, sorry, I didn't expect that to be.
Yeah, it's a tough question.
You asked it and you weren't even ready to answer.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, bring it.
All right, so she would mainly say I'm a very outspoken person. I will say what's on my mind. I don't mean any harm at all. I am respectful. I get along very well if you have a mother. I don't know why, but moms love me. I'm very cool with the dads too. Just saying. And pretty much you see what you kind of get. I'm like I said, I'm a hardworking person, so I want a hardworking person too in my life as well. Family oriented. I definitely want a family one day. If hopefully that's the thing. And yeah, like she would definitely say, like I'm all a good guy. Like I don't think like we ended on bad terms either. We ended on pretty good terms. It's just disagreement as far as like where we were both headed in life. And two, I mean, just extra bonus points on my other exes. I lived in other countries, so that's why those ended too. I left the country, so like most of my relationships ended on good terms.
Okay. Yeah, so at first I was like a little hesitant because you were only listing positive things. And I'm like, that's kind of a little interesting. But okay, what's next?
No, you're good. We're gonna go to the ones that popped.
Yeah, real fast. I will say, back to the timid thing. When he talked about, I will kind of, say what's on my mind. I will do this and that. Like those are the things I'm saying that like people probably find out a little later when you mess with somebody. Like, oh, because we use this whole thing like, oh, such a square. He's a gang. He's this, that, he's that. But and sometimes my brothers like him might get put up in that category of like a square kind of guy or whatnot, and I don't believe in that whole lexicon, that whole game, like the framework of that, right? But what I will say is that like more so you be surprised, yeah, like what I'm saying, he gonna tell you how you feel, what do you want to do, all that, and you're like, oh, I thought I was gonna run all over him, and you might not be saying that, but subconsciously, what I'm saying, yeah, sometimes we get with people we think that we're gonna have the upper hand on.
All right, where did we end up popping?
So I was really trying to hear you out. When you first, it was like three things. When you first came out, I picked up on kind of what she said, being timid, but this is a unnatural environment and I'm nervous myself. So I was like, maybe in a different setting, you'll present yourself in a different way. But what she also said down there resonated with me as well about the balance between wanting a catering woman versus a hardworking woman. And if we got far enough and I got the chance to ask you a question, I actually wanted you to elaborate on that. That was kind of the second thing, but I wanted to hear you out more before I made that decision. But the final straw was really the question. I think a better phrased question would have been like, what did you learn from your past relationship? Not how would my ex guide you into dating me. I think that's kind of intrusive and also counterproductive as well. So
The Reactor again. Scoring. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I could already tell that wasn't like I said, like some things but we don't gotta do that. I'm really, my ego, my head's getting a little big because it's like I'm reading, I'm doing my readings. I can tell the future.
Respect.
All right, so now is Jordan, this is the name?
Yes.
Is Jordan someone that's your type?
Yes. I like what you're wearing too, by the way.
thank you so much.
It's really
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
And then someone else did pop. Oh, okay. We'll head back. Someone else did pop on that question.
I popped my balloon in regards to the X question only because it's kind of hard to decipher because, you get different versions of people and some people are just seasonal. So you could ask someone from my past and they could say, oh, this or that. And then you could also have somebody that has a good experience like, oh, she was the one that got away. I mean, I still have them on my phone to this day. Not saying I'm entertaining anything, but you have to see for yourself because if we're on the same exact level, we can come to an understanding and really get to know each other and be intrigued by each other. You can't really base things off of what somebody in the past says. You have to see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
So that's why I popped my balloon.
Got it. Okay, and then before he asked that you did have your balloon unpopped. Why so?
I like the way he carries himself, and I also like his career choice. He seems like a sophisticated black man, and I love to see a black man thriving because, everybody's different and everybody's at a different level of life. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, and I'm proud of you. Keep it going.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, and now is she someone that's your type?
Yes.
Okay. Why did you hesitate a little bit there?
Because I'm silly.
Yeah. Yeah, she's goofy. But
Okay.
yeah, I would talk to her though. I had to get to talk to her, like get to know her a little bit more. But I think I would. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's given that's not your type, and it's okay. Be a little truthful. I just that's what I'm reading. I'm reading. No, I'm not reading your type, but thank you. And I still like the way that everybody here has when they decided or they popped the balloon and how it wasn't for him or whatever. Like everybody here was so respectful. Everybody here gave it up, still gave flowers, you know what I'm saying, where they could, you know what I'm saying, still stood on their business, you know, still had their boundaries, you know what I'm saying? It makes me very hopeful, and when I see things like this, I'm like, man, shout out to my people, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this is a generation of therapy and yoga and mental health awareness and exploring different gender roles. And man, I appreciate this. I appreciate this. This is good. Our future, our present right now is very bright. It's very, very bright. I love this. I love it. Respect, love, honor, trust, dignity.
Thank you. Okay, our last hanging balloon did end up popping. Why did we pop?
I'm sorry. So I'm giving it a chance. At first I was a little weary because you did seem way too soft-spoken and like, I have a big personality and I feel like I don't feel like it would mesh. But then when you said you are outgoing, I'm like, okay, he might just be a little, shy in the environment. But like looking back at it, I think even in maybe in a natural environment, I would still want you to show up and be dominant and be, you know what I'm saying, and not feel pressured in an unnatural environment. I think I would prefer that. And also, I think that you would probably deserve a woman or want a woman that's probably drooling over you. I think you're attractive, yes, but just a little too slim for me. I like maybe like 220 and up.
That's fine.
Got it. And now is she someone that's...
Wait, but hold on. No, I ain't gonna lie. You said you would want to win the one piece. I could probably dissect this even more. But that when you said the one piece about he would probably want a woman to drool over him, we got to check our confidence levels. Like, first of all, both y'all beautiful, my people. My black people, my Africans in the American African diaspora, whatever. I'm messing it up, but you know what I'm saying. My beautiful black people. When we do this, man, like don't lower yourself. Like, oh, he might want somebody that's drooling over him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many men my sister. I'm probably gonna get in trouble after this video goes up with my wife because I'm giving flowers, right? But yeah, you're beautiful. You walk every time you walk out the door, right? And I can know that could be scary for a woman. And cars gonna pull over, things are gonna happen for you. But like, you're a very, very beautiful woman. He's a very beautiful man. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just because what I've seen from the external, but the internal, what you guys have been radiating, right? Like, I just don't put yourself down about what you think. Somebody might be drooling over him, and so what if they do? What if they drool over you? Whatever. The confidence level is that I know who I got. What we doing? Yeah, okay. We all gonna see the flowers in the garden. That's life. But we're going to put our seeds in different soil. Yes, different soil. Yeah.
It's your type.
Yeah. She's holding on for me.
Oh.
That's fine though.
Sorry. All right. Well, unfortunately, that is all of the balloons popped, but we do thank you for coming on. Let's give it up
Thank
for
you
our
all.
ladies.
Thanks for this experience.
Thank you.
Yo, that's the one thing though. Like, that's just the one thing. That's it. It's it's going so well that nobody has walked out here with nobody except for themselves. And again, I guess I have to reinstate that this is a beautiful thing, that we're not just accepting everything. We don't just accept everything. Even if it looks good, it smells good, whatever. If it has a peculiar odor, we decide, no, this is not what we want for ourselves. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad